Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Roundup. It's good to have you back from the international break. I really appreciate that you guys are back with us. Today is going to be a bit different of an episode. Mrs. Avi Summers couldn't make it today. So I'm going to be the only one hosting the show and talking to you guys about our beloved Spurs. Today, we're going to talk about yesterday's result, the 2-2 draw against Newcastle, dropping points again. We wasted um, a big opportunity to get top four. We'll talk about that in a moment, and we're also going to preview a little bit about Manchester United on Sunday. We play Man United on Sunday, one of the top four clubs. One of the tough clubs from the Premier League. We'll talk about it in a moment. But first, fans, we have a really special announcement for you guys. So we're actually gonna start uploading these episodes only, or not only. I mean, you're also gonna get this one on YouTube, but you're also gonna get it now from Spotify. So you can now stream this podcast through Spotify and through iBox as well. So if you guys don't have the app, and if you guys would just have, or if you guys would like to listen to us, just listen to us and not actually watch the video like in past episodes, you guys can download the Spotify app and you can look for us as the Roundup. This episode is going to be available on Spotify and iBox. So those are really big news. Something that I was really working on during this international break, and there's another option, there's another platform, so you guys can also listen to us through Spotify. Remember to look or to look us up, just like the Roundup. All right, so let's kick off this podcast, this episode, with the 2-2 draw against Newcastle this weekend, this past Sunday. Quite a well, I mean, quite a difficult game. Not gonna lie about that. It was harder than I actually thought it was gonna be. Tottenham team selection was actually similar, just as the one that beat Aston Villa 2 weeks ago before the break. The team looked good. Honestly, I really do believe that this team, especially the back four, I mean, besides the fact that there was a bad mistake on the first goal, the Newcastle's pressure up high paid dividends for them. Joelinton scored, which Joelinton seems to only score against Tottenham. Last season he scored against us on the second home game of the season, third game overall of the season, last year, or last season, I'm sorry. um it was quite a weird game. I really did expected a lot of these players. They responded pretty well after the goal. Harry Kane scoring a brace in space of, or I mean, in a span of probably 4 minutes. It only took um it only took Tottenham two minutes to tie the game, and after that, it seemed to be like the game was gonna be all on Tottenham's side. Unfortunately, that's not how it was. We missed some chances. Two of the ones that I remember the most um, was Tanganga's header, saved off the line by one of the Newcastle defenders. That could have been the 3-1. That could have definitely killed the game. And Harry Kane missing an incredible chance, or a really killer chance, which listen, it's not Harry's fault. He does what he can. He does his best. There's nothing to nothing wrong about him, but he missed that 3-1 chance that could have definitely killed the game. We had a lot of more chances. We let them come in. We give him the ball once again. I don't know, just like we talk about in other episodes, or just in past episodes with Avi. We don't know if it's the players. We don't know if it's Mourinho, but they keep to still set back. Just with the one goal advantage, it was dangerous. And and they took advantage of it. Joe Willock's goal in the 85th minute, it seemed a little bit late for us to react already. It seemed a little bit late for us to find the third goal. There's not such time for reaction anymore. So that was probably a fair result for both teams. Uh, Based on what Newcastle did throughout the game, they really pressed high on the first half. The second half, they were kind of sitting back, but they were also looking for that tying goal. They were really looking for it, and at the end, they got it, and that's like a victory for them, because they're one spot above the relegation zone. So those points were vital for them. They really needed the points, and somehow they ended up scratching the points. Um, as far as Tottenham, we still see this team to play with some arrogance sometimes. We tend to see this team sometimes just looking at the rivals over the shoulder. They don't seem to respect what the opponent team has. Newcastle was a tough side, like I said. Um, I don't know. There's many things about that. Good thing that we have Heung-min Son back now. Yeah, he came back. Um, Gareth Bale came into the game. Larry Lamela also came back. I was happy for that. But the substitutions didn't seem to make any impact, especially Heung-min Son and especially Lamela as well. Those substitutes didn't seem to make an impact, and we have to start, or I mean, players, not we as fans, but players have to start making making the difference now from the bench, even if they're not starting the game, especially like Gareth Bale and Heung-min Son. Those are two key players that would have started in any other game, but on this one, Jose give the confidence to the players that beat Aston Villa 2 weeks. Um, I mean, 2 weeks ago, before the international break. So he gave them the confidence. They somehow got it, but at the end of the day, the results are not favorable. These players have to start stepping up now. You cannot rely on just one player like Harry Kane. We're relying at the beginning of another season just on Heung-min Son. He was scoring goals, he was assisting and everything. But now you cannot rely on just one player. Everyone has to put from their part. Everyone has to do their best, and everyone has to well, they have to do better off the bench, or if it's in the starting 11, they really have to they have to start doing better from there. And well, the main point about this subject, about this 2-all draw against Newcastle, was that we lost the chance to climb up to fourth place. We're gonna get the result. Um, I mean, we could have been there momentarily because West Ham and Wolves play later, but we could have been, top four. Besides that, the fact that of this season, it's been so crazy, and it has looked like we haven't been performing well enough, and we haven't. But other teams haven't done so. So we have that chance. Chelsea dropped points to West Bromwich, one of the teams that is in relegation zone still. They lost 5-2 at home. We had the big opportunity. I really thought that we were going to get away with it. Unfortunately, they tied. They tied the game 5 minutes before 5 minutes before the end, and well, results speak for themselves. Players form looks better. Harry Kane is the only one that is above everyone. Lucas Moura might be in there as well. He ended up being off from the game. Lamela took his place for the last minutes of the game. But players' form seems to be a little bit also below average. Aston Villa, yeah, that was probably a lucky game. We just didn't seem to We probably just took opportunity of our chances on that game, but um, probably one goal from them would have been a completely different story. And you saw it on this game. You know, Newcastle scored first. Yes, we reacted. I really liked that, but we didn't keep it up. We seemed to drop back again, give him the ball again, and well, that really cost us at the end of the game. So we go away with the 2-0 draw against Newcastle, dropping points once again. Um, and we're actually still sitting fifth, just behind Chelsea. It's Chelsea fourth with 51, Tottenham with 49 and fifth. Liverpool are sixth with 49 as well. West Ham, who play later on, if they win, they go above Chelsea, and Tottenham could actually drop all the way to sixth place. Um, like I was saying with Abby on past episodes, there's still hope. There's still a chance, but we have to take those opportunities. We have to take advantage of those, and we have to stop dropping points, because this at this point of the season, it's where you have to start winning every game. You cannot keep dropping points. You cannot keep doing that, especially against opponents like this, like Newcastle, who's fighting for relegation. And it's there. They really deserve the tie, but we cannot give a chance to a team that's fighting for relegation when we are fighting for Champions League football next season. So those are my conclusions for yesterday's game. And well, we faced Man United this Sunday. It's going to be a tough game. Man United um come from beating, I'm sorry, Brighton 2-1 at home. Advantage, yeah, we're going to play this game at home. That's certainly an advantage with no fans, but I mean, yeah, we certainly have the home advantage. If we go back to the game where we beat them 6-1 on the, pretty much at the beginning of the season, it was the first 7-8 games of the season. It's a completely different team on both sides. Man United they were not even in top four. Besides the fact that it was just the first games of the season, they were not even close on the form that they had. And Tottenham were just flying. They were playing great football, great defensive football. Attacking wise, they also seem to be great. We scored 6 goals. Besides that, at their stadium, which is something that probably in years before, Tottenham fans would never thought about that. Beating Man United 6-1 at home with no fans seems to be kind of unrealistic, but that actually happened not last season, last year, 2020, at the beginning of the season. And at this point, these two teams seem to be kind of at the same level. Man United, yeah, they have dropped points as well. At some point on the season, they were top of the table, but then Man City came on and just ran all over the teams, them included as well. So Man United, they are a tough club, but can we beat them? I believe we can. I believe we have a chance if we do most of the game, if we play it like we're supposed to, if we play it with the intensity that you have to play these types of teams, Man United one of them, then we can easily beat them. We can, or not easily, at least. Probably it's not going to be the 6-1 that it was earlier on the season, but it can definitely be a 2-1 game, a 3-2. It's going to be a really, really close game. Man United don't defend that well, neither we do. They have a more solid back four. We've been getting there, but yesterday it kind of left like a question mark on who's gonna play on the back four. Not only for this game, for this upcoming game, I'm sorry, but who's gonna play for the upcoming ones that are more important, especially the Man City final at the end of the month. That's where actually Mourinho has to start building the team towards. It's where he has to find um, who's gonna be the partnership, who's gonna play on the wings. I mean, we know that Reguilon can can flat out play as a left back. I think he's amazing, but on the right back position, that is the question mark as well. Tanganga has been doing great, but is he the ideal right back for Tottenham? I would say probably not. I would rather like to see him as a center back. I think we have a better player in there in that position, which is Serge Aurier. We should definitely give him a chance and try to get him back for that final against Man City. But towards this game, it's still kind of unclear on who's going to be in the back four. I'm pretty sure who's going to be on the top. I mean, in the midfield and probably up top. But the question mark, like it has been since this bad run starting to happen for Tottenham, it's been the back four. Who's going to play in the back four this weekend? I really don't know. The one who maybe deserves, or the two probably who really deserve to be there, are Rodon and Sergio Reguilon. Those two have to be there this Sunday against Man United. They have earned the chance to be there. Sanchez, he's been looking good, but he's been shaky. And well, Tanganga, I personally like to see him as center back. Not sure if we're going to see him there. I would really like to see Serge Aurier playing as a right back this weekend. So Man United are currently sitting second with 60 points, 30 matches played. Tottenham, like I said earlier in this podcast, they're actually fifth with 49 points. They dropped two of those yesterday against Newcastle. We had the chance to be there as a top four team. We did not take advantage of it. Um, we'll see how the results. We'll see how the results, pan out. Um, I mean, through this weekend, it's still kind of unclear um, who's gonna finish top four. At the end of the season, Chelsea play Crystal Palace this weekend. Seems to be a kind of an easy game for them. Liverpool play. Just checking right here real quick. They play Aston Villa. It's gonna be a tough one for them. Aston Villa are not an easy side. West Ham, besides the game that they play later on today against Wolves, they play Leicester City. So there there can be there could be on that game some draw points. It's really much up to us now to get top four. It's really just up to us if we actually. I mean, it's just for the players. They have to really think about, do we really deserve to be fourth and play Champions League football next season? That is totally up to them. It's all on them. We have to stop. Yeah, I mean, I know that other results are really influential, towards this. But it's just up to the players. If we get the most points out of this, if we win the majority of the games until the end of the season, I'm pretty sure that we're going to be in a pretty good position to get fourth, and we can hopefully get Champions League football next season. And well, we're just looking forward to that and to the League Cup final. I'm sorry, um, on April 25th against Manchester City. My predictions for Sunday's game. I love being positive. I love my Tottenham. Um, and I will stick with the win. I really think that we're gonna beat Man United 2-1. It's gonna be a really close game. It's gonna be a really defensive game. I don't know if it's gonna be the same type of game that we play against them at the beginning of the season with a lot of goals. I don't think so. But I really do. I really do think that probably Harry Kane's gonna score at least one. The other one, I don't know if it's gonna be Sonny. I don't know if it's gonna be I don't know, maybe in Ndombele or Lucas. But Harry Kane is 100% scoring on this one. Um, I hope so. I really hope it's gonna be a close game. Really gotta say that. No team is gonna run away with it like this past result, the 6-1 win for us. It's gonna be a really tight game. I'm going for a 2-1 win against Man United this Sunday. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to us once again. Hopefully for next week we do have Abby Summers. She's the one that that really goes into this. That she's really the one who can really talk to us more about how the game went. But I mean, at least I tried right here. I really hope that you guys like this episode. Please make sure you follow us on our social media. On Facebook, you can follow us at Fuera del Aire. On Instagram, you can follow us at Instagram. I'm sorry, on Instagram at Fuera del Aire Uno. And you can also follow us and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can find us as Fuera del Aire. You can find this episode and other interviews as well that I have with many of journalists, of any other, I would say personalities, that I've had the chance to interview. And the interviews are available on our YouTube channel. You can find us as Fuera del Aire, and you can also listen to us on Spotify. You can find us as the Roundup, and you can also listen to us on iVox. You can also look for us as the Roundup. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Jose Rios, and I hope to see you next week. Until then, come on, you Spurs. Let's go, Tottenham.